We're going to talk about three surahs together, mostly the first surah, but the three surahs together. The Tajweed students, inshallah, they got a little bit of a taste of what I'm talking about, but we're going to talk about the surah before. So we all love Surah al-Duha, right? What's before Surah al-Duha? Surah al-Layl. Okay? So inshallah, we're going to talk about Surah al-Layl. It has really powerful messages, and I'm going to, inshallah, connect all these three surahs. Surah al-Layl, Surah al-Duha, and Surah al-Sharh or Inshirah. Okay, inshallah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is swearing by His creation, and Sheikh Naf has told you already, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears about His wondrous creations. So night is a miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a wondrous sign. We don't understand and comprehend it. We're not going to get into it right now. We know night is a miraculous sign. There's no light. You can turn on all the lights in the world and the night will still be night. It will not be daylight. SubhanAllah, it's powerful. We don't realize it. It's powerful. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَى. When the night, when it starts to, it covers everything. Everything is dark. You have to turn on lights, and the light can only illuminate just a little bit. The rest is still dark. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَى. And when the night, it covers envelopes. وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى. And the daylight, everything that was dark becomes lit up. SubhanAllah. Nothing could take it away but the miracle of the daytime. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears by it. وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى. When it manifests. The day, you can't miss it. Right? You can't miss the day. وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives these stark contrasts. The night as it covers and the day as it brightens. Contrast. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنثَى. And I swear by the one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is swearing by Himself. وَمَا خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنثَى. And the one who created the male and the female. Contrast. Right? Another contrast. The day and the night, the male and the female. Aren't males and females contrasts? Absolutely. Not just biologically. The way our brain works, the way we think, the way we approach, everything is different. We all want us to be the same, and that's why we squabble and quarrel. But subhanAllah, if we think just differently, we're just different. The way we approach our lives will be so much smoother. I understand why you're emotional. And she understands why there's lack of emotion. There's thought of complexity in women. They can think about complicated things all together at the same time. And men compartmentalize. They don't understand each other. Completely different. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this itself is a miracle. And by the one who has created the male and the female, just created. Inna sa'yakum lashatta. Your journey is separate in this world, essentially. And the meaning is open. Your journey is different. You are going to go through life differently. Inna sa'yakum lashatta. The way you're going to strive as a man is very different from the way the woman is going to strive through this world. And we all understand that. Not going to go too deep into it because that could be a whole khatira of its own. Sheikh Naf can talk about it, inshallah. Inna sa'yakum lashatta. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says something that there was a contrast. Now there's a unifier, but that itself is a contrast. You'll see, inshallah. You follow me? So there's contrasts, and now there's a unifier. that the possible unifier. But that itself becomes a contrast. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى. And as for the one who grants, not gives, أعطى, gifts, grants, meaning out of goodwill, not for favors. Someone who did the i'ta, granting, gifting, wattaqa, while fearing Allah. So his action is connected back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى. And he's fearful. Why? Because he affirms the truth of Jannah. He wants to journey to Jannah. Can anyone do this? Yes. Anyone can gift and grant. So it's a unifier, is it not? That's what I meant. There's a contrast, then there's a unifier that's a possible unifier. فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى. The one who gifts and grants while fearing, affirming that there's Husna, there's Jannah. فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. Then Allah will make the path toward ease easy for him. The path to ease will become easy. How? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make ways. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make ways. And the Yusra here possibly is Jannah. So the path to Jannah becomes easy. فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى وَأَمَّا مَنِ اسْتَغْنَى. And as for the one who istaghna, so pause for a second. I'll have to explain this word before you can feel it, inshallah. Ghina, what is that? That is meaning not having a need, not having any need. Istaghna, the sense of self-sufficiency. When you have a sense of self-sufficiency, is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing if you think you don't need Allah. He doesn't exist. There's no akhirah, there's no Jannah, there's no Jahannam, there's nothing. I don't need hidayah, I don't need guidance. My thought, my ability, my struggle, all of it is me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says this person, وَأَمَّا مَنِ اسْتَغْنَى. Who does this istaghna, right? This istighna, whoever has this, I, me, myself, I don't need anything else. I don't need reward. I'm going to do something because I need it. It's a transaction for me. I'm going to get something in return. I am going to only help this person because I might need their help, or it makes me look good among people, around people. Everything is disconnected from Allah. So what's the contrast? There's no taqwa. What did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? The one who gives while he is fearful of Allah, it's connected to Allah. There's complete disconnect. وَأَمَّا مَنِ اسْتَغْنَى وَكَذَّبَ بِالْحُسْنَى. And he denies that there is the ultimate good, which is Jannah. He denies it. وَكَذَّبَ بِالْحُسْنَى فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْعُسْرَى. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make the path to difficulty easy for him. His path to difficulty easy for him. In this case, going with the previous meaning, difficulty is Jahannam. So the path to difficulty is made easy for him because he istaghna. He showed istaghna. He said it doesn't exist. He doesn't need it. The other way to look at it, his life itself will be difficult. because he's not connecting it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So everything bad that happens to him, it's going to bring him down. Oh, I lost money. Oh, my stocks are down. Oh, I lost my job. Oh, my car had a wreck. Oh, it's what am I gonna do tomorrow? How am I gonna close this sale? How I'm going to make this person feel better? Or how can I get more out of this person? His life is full of anxiety. Istaghna. He doesn't believe in tests and trials by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's not grateful, he's not thankful. وَأَمَّا مَنِ اسْتَغْنَى وَكَذَّبَ بِالْحُسْنَى فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْعُسْرَى وَمَا يُغْنِي عَنْهُ مَالُهُ إِذَا تَرَدَّى. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says his wealth is not going to benefit him at all, the one he's trying to amass, when he is thrown into the hellfire. Clear? So what is this surah about? It's about giving for the sake of Allah. Okay? And the one who amasses and gathers wealth, and that wealth is of no benefit to him as he's thrown in the hellfire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna alayna lal-Huda. It is upon us to guide. The guidance is upon us. Meaning what? Seek it, and then we will grant it. And this guidance, this option that everybody had, that unifier that I was talking about, it's a choice you're making. And it's through the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah wills that you deserve it, then you will be given it. And the guidance to where? Guidance to al-Husna. Guidance here through the Quran is guidance to where? On the day of judgment, when we're going helter-skelter and we're looking, inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us from the drink of the hawd. We're going to look for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's going to give us the drink from the cistern, and then we're going to find our way to the sirat. We will be lit up with lights around for the light of Iman that we have, and that will help us guide us through the darknesses around Jahannam, and we will go over Jahannam, over the sirat to Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from among them. Ameen. Inna alayna lal-Huda. It is upon us the guidance. Wa inna lana lal-Akhirata wal-Ula. And of course, guidance is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying upon us, because we own the Akhirah and Ula. We own the end and we own the beginning. We own the end and the beginning of everything, even hatta is this universe and what's beyond it. وَإِنَّ لَنَا لَلْآخِرَةَ وَالْأُولَى. Also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, He's the one who is controlling the destinies. فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ نَارًا تَلَظَّى. And then I have warned you about the fire that's ablaze. Naran talazza. That's the right way to translate talazza? The fire that's burning. I have warned you about it. La yaslaha illa al-ashqa. None will be thrown in that fire except the one who is totally wretched, the one who absolutely deserves the fire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here. So it's an ayah of mercy. It might sound scary, but it's an ayah of mercy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying you still have hope. If you're not ashqa, the wretched of the wretched, the most wretched person, the most horrible, evil person, you may have a chance to be saved from the blazing fire. La yaslaha illa al-ashqa. Alladhi, who then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes who is this evil, wretched person. Alladhi kazzaba وَتَوَلَّى. The one who denied any accountability, denied that there's going to be a day of judgment. And then he turned away, meaning turned away from the guidance. When somebody was trying to guide him, he turned away. He walked around. الَّذِي كَذَّبَ وَتَوَلَّى وَسَيُجَنَّبُهَا الْأَتْقَى. And the one who eventually will be saved, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying eventually, وَسَيُجَنَّبُ. Eventually, meaning we might have to do our time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us and help us cross the sirat. وَسَيُجَنَّبُهَا الْأَتْقَى. The one who is the contrast now. Now there was this contrast of the one who's being thrown into the fire. Now contrast with the other side. And the one who will be saved from this blazing fire is the most taqi, the one who has the most taqwa, who is constantly thinking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever he's doing, whatever she's doing, they're thinking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Should I be doing this? And I need to do this because Allah asked me to do it. The other way too, not just prevention, but also action, right? Prevention and action. وَسَيُجَنَّبُهَا الْأَتْقَى. And then الَّذِي يُؤْتِي مَالَهُ يَتَزَكَّى. The one who gives his wealth to seek tazkiyah, to seek purity. He's giving wealth to seek purity. You know, we say zakat. Zakat is called zakat. Why? What does it purify? It purifies us, our ruh, and it also purifies our wealth. So if we don't give from our wealth what is due upon us to give, our wealth is haram on us. A lot of people don't understand this. I heard. If you don't give from your wealth is haram on you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the scholars say that these are the ayat for Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. So الَّذِي يُؤْتِي مَالَهُ يَتَزَكَّى. That the one who is giving so that he gets tazkiyah, his wealth is purified, he himself, his sins are washed away. وَمَا لِأَحَدٍ عِنْدَهُ مِنْ نِعْمَةٍ تُجْزَى. And why is he giving? Not for anyone else's sake, not to get something back in return as a transaction, not for anyone else that can actually give him some ni'mah, right? He's not giving for some return later on in this dunya. He's giving for the return he is hopeful for in the akhirah. وَمَا لِأَحَدٍ عِنْدَهُ مِنْ نِعْمَةٍ تُجْزَى إِلَّا ابْتِغَاءَ وَجْهِ رَبِّهِ الْأَعْلَى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then again says he is only doing this except to seek the pleasure of Allah. إِلَّا ابْتِغَاءَ وَجْهِ رَبِّهِ الْأَعْلَى, the all high. Al-A'la, pleasure of the Most High, his Lord the Most High. وَلَسَوْفَ يَرْضَى. And he will eventually be pleased. He will eventually be pleased, meaning, however Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills to please his abd, who is giving for his sake and for his pleasure, so his Rabb is going to please him. وَلَسَوْفَ يَرْضَى. Subhanallah. So these surahs we read and we don't really feel the power and the depth of these words, subhanallah, me including, only if we pause on each ayah and contemplate and then we go on, we would be very different people. These are short surahs that we all memorize and then we don't really know what it means either. So this surah comes before Surah al-Duha. And I was just telling our Tajweed students this afternoon, here you're giving not as a thanks, but as a, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says you are doing an action, in this case it's giving, you're doing an action just to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not for a transaction, right? That's this surah. Surah al-Duha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we all know, I'm going to go quickly inshallah, then we will end. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى. Again, a contrast. The day as it brights, it's bright. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى. And the night as it sets. The day when it becomes bright and the night as it sets. مَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى. Allah has not bid you goodbye nor abandoned you. Anytime you feel, Allah, do you even know what I'm going through? That feeling, just remember this ayah. وَمَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى. Allah has not abandoned you. Allah has not abandoned you. There is going to be daylight. Right now the night has set, but there is going to be daylight. But there's conditions. Okay? So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam when he was feeling this way for some reason. And وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى. Your end is going to be better than your beginning. You're feeling down now. Your beginning is weak. You are depressed. You are anxious. Things are not going right from your perspective. وَلَلْآخِرَةُ. And the akhirah absolutely is going to be better than your beginning. وَلَسَوْفَ يُعْطِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَى. And that your Lord is eventually going to gift and grant you so you are pleased. You see how it's connected to the previous surah? Okay? But now there's some actions. More actions we have to do. First was zakat, right? Giving for the sake of Allah, for the pleasure of Allah. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, is reminding you, He's already helping you. Allah, without you doing anything, is already helping you. Alam yajidka yatiman fa'awa. Didn't He find you an orphan, O Rasulullah, and He gave you protection? وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى. And He found you not upon guidance, and He guided you. وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى. And He found you poor, and He gave you wealth. He found you in need, and He fulfilled your needs. So Allah is saying, think about the blessings you have. When you're feeling down, that Allah doesn't love me anymore, action number one, think about the blessings you have. Then, through those blessings and abilities, do something. فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمِ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ. And as for the orphan, do not oppress them, do not hurt them, do not ridicule them. Do not, meaning what? Do the opposite. Take care of the orphans. Take care of those who are in need. You yourself were an orphan, O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now you take care of the orphan. Condition. Remember condition? Allah will grant you, and so that you will be pleased. But what do you have to do? Think about the ni'am, the blessings you have. Then you act, and then you take care of those who are where you were once. فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ. And do not shrug away the one who asks for help, the one who asks you anything. Do not shrug them away. I don't have time for you. You are wasting my time. I've already given you before. Why are you asking me for money? Anybody who's asking you, at least give them some words of kindness. Do not just do that. You know those people who come at the light We're holding up a sign and we're driving and we don't even roll the windows down. That this ayah should change you. This ayah transformed me a long time ago. So I always try to roll my window down and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me ability. فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. And for the blessings of Allah, speak about those blessings. Mention those blessings. Connect all your blessings to Allah. Don't say this is from me, this is from Allah. So again, connecting your actions back to Allah. So this surah is talking about this active gratitude that we've spoken about before. That you have to act. You can't just sit on the floor, just close your eyes and go subhanallah, 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 alhamdulillah. That is not going to give you Jannah. You have to. Islam is an active religion. There's no action, meaning there's lack of iman. Okay. The next one, same thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Alam nashrah laka sadrak. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts this surah with not contrasts, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts with surah with the blessings to Rasulullah. Alam nashrah laka sadrak. Didn't we give you courage? Didn't we expand your chest? You didn't have courage before. Now you have courage. There was a time when the revelation came down and you were so scared, O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that you were asking Khadija to cover me, cover me. You were so scared. You didn't know what was happening to you. That's how fearful you were. Are they going to kick me out, O Waraqah? Waraqah bin Nawfal, when Khadija radiallahu anha, she took Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to Waraqah bin Nawfal to see what just happened to him. And he's telling us this story that an angel came down and he did such and such. And then he's like, that's that namus that comes down, and there is going to be your people, they're going to not believe in you anymore, and they will eventually kick you out. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just fresh revelation. And he's like, I have all of these responsibilities, and my people, they will kick me out? Yes, they will kick you out. So, Alam nashrah laka sadrak. Didn't we give you strength? You were able to break through there. Yes, they kicked you out, but you came back even stronger. Multiple times stronger. You went to Medina with maybe 40, 50, 60 people. You came back with 10,000. And with izzah. You went through possible dhillah in the sight of others, and you came with izzah. وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ. And we, all of the wizr, all of the weight and the burdens you had, we took it off. We put it off. الَّذِي أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ. The weights that were weighing you down, your back. The burdens, the responsibilities, they were weighing. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was depressed in the Makki time. No one is listening to me. No one is giving me protection so I can continue with my mission. So many ayat in the Quran come down to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, bucking him up, giving him courage. Are you going to kill yourself if they're not going to believe? Just wait, just wait. All you have to do is just give them the message of Islam. That's your only responsibility. The outcomes are up to me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keeps on reminding Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, those burdens that you had, how I took those away. Now there's hordes. إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. Armies and armies are now coming into the deen of Allah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, those weights, those burdens, I took them off your shoulders. وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ. There was a time when your name was mentioned and people were cringing in Mecca. And now your name is mentioned by billions of people, subhanAllah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. billions of people. Your mention is elevated. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. And with difficulty, it's accompanied by ease. Meaning, difficulty is default. Ease is just a company. It's just a company of difficulty. Ease is fleeting, Ease comes and goes, but it is there. In this dunya, you're going to continue to toil through it. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. In this dunya and in the akhirah, there is difficulty and then there's going to be ease. So now again, act. How act? فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. And when you are done with your mission, O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then devote yourself. Devote yourself. How devote yourself? وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. And focus all your attention to your Lord. Your job is not done. You need to worship when you are done with your duties. This is why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam slept little and worshipped most of the night, following this commandment. So, the previous Surah Duha was about active gratitude through the act of giving and contributing positively to this dunya. And Surah Inshirah, Alam Nashrah, it's a surah of active gratitude for all of the gifts Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you. No, I know. I'm talking about duha, is active gratitude through giving, doing acts of kindness, and also Surah al-Layl. Surah al-Layl is act of kindness not for gratitude even. That is just because you are seeking Jannah. And then so to connect it all together. Al-Layl, it's about giving to get to Jannah, to your purification. So when you have purified yourself, then you enable yourself to actually do something with yourself, right? In a positive manner. Then you show gratitude in Surah al-Duha through contributing positively to the world, right? You take care of the orphan. You don't shrug away the one who is asking, and you continue to mention the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Surah al-Inshirah, it's about giving, it's about showing active gratitude through worship. Is this easy to do? Pray at night?
No.
Give without expecting any return? Is that easy to do?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
It's not easy. Yeah, these things are not easy. Otherwise, but Allah, if you have the right attitude, what did Allah promise? What did Allah promise? وَسَنُيَسِّرُكَ لِلْيُسْرَى. They seem hard, but once you have that transformation, you're doing tazkiyah, you're still trying, your niyyah is good, you try, Allah will make it easier and easier for you. So all of this becomes easy. And if it's difficult for you now, just think to yourself, I need to do a better job, and just continue, and it'll become easy. By the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us positive contributors to this dunya, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us in our worship toward Him as an act of gratitude. Someone asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what will take us to Jannah? He said, Taqwa Allah wa husnul khuluq. The taqwa of Allah plus the excellence in character, and doing good things, altruistic things for the sake of Allah, is from excellence of character. Not just smiling and saying nice things, but actually doing nice things. So you have to have both. Otherwise, your deen is incomplete. Your deen is incomplete. Some people think, oh, I don't need to worship. I'm a good person. Allah will not punish me. The others say, all I need to do worship, to hell with everybody else. Right? So both are misguidance. Both those feelings are misguidance. It goes together. And these surahs prove it. Surah Duha proves it. That you need to contribute. Surah al-Inshirah proves it. You need to worship both while thinking about Allah and His blessings. And while you're thinking about that, you need to give from those blessings without expecting anything in return. Assalamu alaikum.